Welcome back to my channel, guys. Okay, so we spoke previously about a watch list. I've said actually for quite some time now that I have a watch list of a number of stocks. So yes, I'm still trading FTSE 100, Dow Jones. I do have a watch list of some stocks: DAL, CCL, NCLH, BAC. A couple of others. So this it is important, and the majority of the time I don't actually trade these stocks. I trade futures. I would say probably SQQQ is the one that I probably trade the most. But yesterday I was didn't have the greatest day on futures yesterday. The FTSE 100 yesterday morning wasn't great, and then the Dow Jones yesterday afternoon wasn't great either. So sometimes when futures are just not playing ball, i.e. when the setup is not correct, because I only trade when the setup is correct, and it's been pretty inconsistent in the last couple of days and weeks. So so I decided, right, okay, let's have a little look at the watch list, my watch list that I have on my platform Colmex Pro. And so I had a look through the usual CCL, SQQQ, and at the time I didn't really see a decent setup for any of them. So went back to this stock. I've not actually traded this one too much, to be perfectly honest with you, and the setup looked fine, it looked good. I watched it, seen that it hit a major resistance level. It kept getting rejected, boom, in short position. I was only in the position for not even 2 minutes. I think it was like a minute and a half or something like that. And I returned a fantastic profit also. So this is why it's important to have a watch list. So yeah, I'm the futures guy, I'm still the futures guy, I have been for a long time now. FTSE 100, as I said, on the European Open, Dow Jones on the US Open. But it is important to have a watch list so that you can, refer back to a stock if the futures are just not setting up correctly. Because otherwise what you're gonna do, you have to have something that you can look at to say, right, okay, so this is not working at the moment. Historically it has, but right now it's not working, so now I need to have a look at something else. Okay, and that's the reason that I've done this. I don't do it all the time, I do it once in a while. I'll check through. A lot of the time the setup is not correct on these stocks on, just after the Open, because bear in mind, when I'm actually doing the US Open, I do the Dow Jones because I provide live commentary to my students in my trading community. So on the Open, I always trade these futures, and then maybe 5 minutes after the Open, I might look at some of these stocks. And that's exactly what happened with this. I think it was like an hour into the Open or something like that, and I had been watching it. So it is important to have a watch list. Okay, a watch list. But when I say a watch list, it has to be stocks that you're familiar with. So stocks that you've maybe traded for a long time, so months or preferably years. So you are familiar with how the stock moves, you're familiar with the spread, etc., etc. So it is important that you have these little watch lists, and you can refer back to them. And especially if you're really into trading futures, as I am, the majority of the time you probably won't even trade them, but it is good to have them there as a backup. Okay, and this is a prime example of this. Now, I'm glad it didn't hold, okay, because if it had held, it reversed back against me. So it was a wonderful profit. And when I do the live commentary on the FTSE 100 and also on the Dow Jones to my students in my community, I always say to them, when the money's on the table, take the money. When you're scalp trading, you can't wait too long. When you're intraday trading and you're swing trading, yes, you can wait. You'll have peaks and troughs, it'll go into profit and then it'll go out of profit, and that'll keep going on for a while. But when you're scalp trading, you can't hold too long, because if you try and hold too long for that big payday, if you're long, for example, it's guaranteed you're going to get a pullback. Now that pullback might just bring you back to zero, or you could end up in negative net. So this is why I always say to my students, when the money's on the table, take the money. Many small profits all add up to one big profit at the end of the week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And this is why it's important, you'll have experienced this yourself, that when you wait for that big payday, it rarely comes. How many times have you held too long hoping for a big payday and you've either came out making less or you've actually came out negative net in the red? It happens, doesn't it? So this is why it's important to take the money when the money's on the table. But going back to the watch list element, it is important to have a watch list. Whatever stocks that you like to trade, you know, I've been trading these stocks, CCL, NCLH, BAC, I've been trading these for years now. And then the stock that I actually traded today, well, actually yesterday on this video, is it's something that I introduced and I've been watching. So yes, it's very important that you do have a watch list. The majority of the time you won't use them, but it's good to have them as a backup. Okay, so hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. Before we crack on and see the video, all 1.5 minutes of it, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. And if you want to message me, you can message me at my Instagram, sambora.00. If you want to join the Sambora trading community, we continue to grow on a weekly basis, and it's fantastic to see so many students continuing to come to my trading community. You can email me, eduardosambora@yahoo.com. So hope you guys enjoy this week's video. It's a little bit something different. Hopefully it will get you thinking about what stocks that you would like to put on your watch list. So enjoy the video. We'll see you again very soon for more videos. Okay, so TJX, it's hit a major resistance level. So let's go in short with 1,000 lots. Okay, so let's see how this goes. Been watching it for a while. It's been rejected, you know, numerous times, multiple rejections at the resistance level. Okay, so major rejections. Okay, that's the key word there, major rejections at the resistance level. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I've not traded this for a while now. I've only traded this maybe 2-3 times, something like that. So, but this is the only stock that that had a decent setup, so why not? Let's see. I mean, I'm not going in too heavy, 1,000 lots. Let's see where this goes. Tell you what, let's add to that. Let's add another 500 lots to that. Okay. Good stuff. Good. My entry was absolutely spot on. It's not often that you can say that, you know, it can be there or thereabouts, but I tell you what, my entry on this one was very, very good. Was it luck? Oh, let's call it skill. Might have been a little bit luck in there as well, maybe. Okay, let's take that.